Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Crosswatchers, welcome. This is your monthly career, craft, and finances prediction. I know I'm doing all signs in career, not just to pick a card. For October, it still is a collective reading, so please only take what resonates, especially when it comes to professional matters. Seeking professional financial support and advice is very important. Time is also fluid and everyone involved does have free will. Everyone's been getting the 11th house. Jupiter and expansion. Thank you. 11th house in the edge, Neptune and dreams, and first house in self. So I feel like you've got a lot of enthusiasm and excitement for something that's growing. And you can see the future. You can see where it's going to go. You have big picture thinking, blue sky thinking. And this is possibly stemmed from something that you dreamed about, that you've envisioned this in more ways than one. It's kind of been living in your subconscious, and now you're bringing it to the forefront of not just your imagination, but also with the way that you add a level of, I want to say hope to this, a level of enchantment to whatever it is that you're working on here. I think you might have even needed to travel or gain some or teach some level of something a little bit foreign about Jupiter expansion in the 11th house, but it could be just the future. But again, the dreams, the Neptunian dreams energy is kind of giving me Mayan energy. So there could be like a sense of history coming through here in terms of like the untold, okay, the untold history of something. Interesting. Jupiter is very expansive. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. It also rules Thursday. If you're watching this on a Thursday, I feel like it's very prominent. But this Neptunian dream watery energy also, I feel like they're very linked in this situation. You might have needed to go on a pilgrimage in order to encapsulate the dream that was trying to come through for you, or the message that was trying to come through for you. If it was confusing, okay, it's almost like you had to visit a place in your mind, or you had to sit in on a lecture or something to really see it for what it was, to really understand it for what it was. Like, and that's your earthiness showing through here, Capricorn. Your need to kind of, I'll believe it when I see it, very intentional, very reliable energy coming through. And so you need hard facts to stand on, to ground yourself with. The first house in self is interesting because it talks about your physical body, but also unconscious to conscious. Like from what was hidden within is now expressed outwardly, okay? There's an awareness, there's self-expression coming through, and a sense of arrival. So if you've needed to expand and walk through a new threshold and take a chance and take a risk of exploring things in a hopeful sense, in exploring things through a community or a group, just people who like the collective kind of energy, like tapping into the collective kind of energy, and you may be actually getting downloads of the collective, like what's really going to resonate with the most amount of people. It's this. And so you alter your offering, or you alter your expression, what you put out into the world in terms of your work, the presentation of your work, the presentation of your physical body, how you dress, how you show up to the office is what I just heard, but also how you show up online. It gives you a new outlook on how you're moving forward in the modern world is kind of what I want to say, but with a sense of like secret knowing, or secret something that you've truly understood in an otherworldly type of sense. I hope that makes sense. There's definitely an arrival with that first house energy. One more for Capricorn in the month of October when it comes to career, craft, and finances. I'm hearing diligence and home on the range. We'll take 2. Okay, 55. You might want to look that up. Angel number 55. The 5s are about conflict and change and instability, so there is a time to heal here, and maybe that's what's inspired this growth, this expansion. Panther spirit, reclaim your power. 45, 44, 55, angel numbers, okay? So it's coming out of the darkness, and like rainbows happen after the rain, right? Rainbows happen after the rain. So there's been a period of you coming out of the cage needed here. Yeah, an unconscious thing that's come to the light. You've made it known. You've made it visible. Whale spirit, a lot of people have been getting this energy too. So depths of emotions and great mystery. Spider spirit, make your dreams real. And starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. Wow, there's a very spacious, otherworldly energy coming through. Snake, panther, whale, spider, starfish. These aren't creatures that you see every day. You have to go to certain places and nooks and crannies to find these things. They'll make themselves known when they're ready. You know, they'll pounce when they're ready. They will, you know, shed their skin when they're ready. They're going about their own business and creating a web of mystery, creating a web of protection, and creating a new self. And there's a wish upon a star happening here too. That's the Neptunian energy coming through, opening to infinite. And I want to kind of say like to infinity and beyond. So what are you working on, Capricorn? Because it feels like there's a lot of potential here. A lot of potential. Some people might say that you're being too enthusiastic and maybe call you a dreamer, maybe call you like you're escaping reality right now, but there is something to be said for that because it's making you think outside of the box. And I specifically feel like it's making you think outside the box of rigidity, the rules of perhaps the 9 to 5, or the rigidity of some kind of authority figure, because it feels like you're tapping into what's integral to yourself, like how you show up, what it means to be you living in this world. 5 of Wands, you might have felt pushed into this situation as a need to like calm your emotions, or as a need because there was some kind of conflict. Like I said, the 5s are conflict, but I feel strongly that this was jealousy. It could have even been on your part that pushed you to be like reinvent yourself in a way. But the 5 of Wands also always kind of talks to me about communication, in terms of it's often depicted as like people battling it out, but there are certain people that aren't saying their truth or speaking or acting in their truth. And I think that's really getting your goat, okay, which is very relevant for you being the sea goat. It's getting your goat that some people aren't being authentic, and so you may have lashed out, or you may have just said like, it's time for all of us to heal in this situation, especially if you're dealing with a collaboration or a collective. It's time for us to all heal, speak authentically, and if we work together, we can actually build a ladder that will take us higher. So there is a need to transform jealousy or competition into something higher level that's actually going to be useful. Knight of Cups. Why the Knight of Cups? My neck is sore. So Capricorn, a feeling of being unsupported, yeah, perhaps by others. And if you're constantly looking up, you know, of like, here's where I need to go, and you're looking up the ladder, and the ladder is interesting metaphor for like corporate too, then you're going to get a sore neck. If I'm constantly at the bottom looking at the top, why don't I reinvent this situation? There's something reinvention, but it's coming from a place of like deep knowing, or deep, even like Akashic records, like tapping into knowledge that has been passed on in your personal like story, your personal Akashic records, but also in your like company Akashic records. And what I mean by that is like the history of the way things have been done in that industry, or all-knowing energies from past, present, and future, like collaborating around that environment, because we can have ancestors from all parts, you know, not just family and familiar ancestors, but you can have ancestors for places and things as well. The Sun, Leo energy coming through, coming out of that cave. I think someone may be traveling towards you, or you're traveling towards someone, saying, hey, I've got this idea. It may be a bit whack, it might be a bit woo-woo is kind of what you want to say, which is quite unusual for Capricorn to, you know, even delve into that. But again, I think you've been pushed into it. You've been pushed to the depths of your dreams, right? Dreams are strongly showing up here. There's a great deal of mystery surrounding this. Even this person is masked, right? They're masked, coming forward, offering this. And they're very serene offering you this, I want to say, it's almost like you're getting a visitor in your dreams, to be honest. The Sun and the Strength, so double Leo Major Arcana right there. This is taking all your strength to believe in mystery and believe in the power of dreams and believe in something that feels a little bit left of center. But it actually gives you a new level of hope and belief, and it feels lucky for you at this point in time. You may be someone that doesn't often believe in these things. This might be even the first tarot reading you've ever had or ever sought. The Magician and the Eight of Cups. You may be softening, and maybe it's you walking away from. It's a shedding of your skin with this Eight of Cups. It's a shedding of an old way of your rigidity, especially if you're, you know, very much relate to the kind of Capricorn that's like goes and goes and goes and goes and very determined until they hit that point. Very much a workaholic. It's like, can we do this in a better way? Because I feel like that's not actually getting me forward. When so many people seem to be cheating the system, how do I get forward? I need to find my people that help me to, and the 11th house can sometimes talk about wishes. Grant me my wish that my dream comes true, that I get seen, I get to walk through the door of unleashing this new self and feeling good. You want to feel good in yourself, but also there's an element of like bringing, as you become this, you bring awareness to how other people can become this. So walking away from something that you may have been emotionally attached to, your persona, very much a work persona of being someone who is like straighty 180 is what I want to say. Someone who adheres to the rules, doesn't color outside the lines, very put together kind of energy. But I think you're realizing that there's magic in the world that you can tap into. This is 3 major arcana coming out for you, and this is you helping you to realize that you can transform, and you can you do have this is what's amazing about Capricorns, and you seem to limit yourself with this potential sometimes. You have emotional intelligence, you have logical intelligence, you have passion and innovation, and you have very much so financial responsibility and financial, like you're very labor intense, okay? You're very secure, okay? So you have everything that you need, the cups, the pentacles, the wands, and the swords in your back pocket, in your personality, in your psyche, consciousness, unconsciousness, and you can draw on that, draw a rabbit out of a hat here. There's something magic that you are doing, as if by magic. People are going to really see you in a new light, in a positive light, because of the strength that you have donned, is what I want to say. It's almost like putting on a cloak. The strength that you have donned to reveal parts of yourself that are working in your favor when it comes to work. You're working on a strength that you didn't even really recognize within yourself. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. There's someone that's been watching this transformation, or you've been watching someone else have this transformation, and you're kind of going like, it's my turn, but in a very personal way. Even if you're working on your physical body and building actual strength, it's giving you a stronger mindset that helps you to believe in yourself more, but also believe in how powerful healing and meditation and affirmations and manifestations are to actually making progress. It can be as simple as that. But I do feel like someone may be watching you. 7 of Coins. They're watching you progress. They're watching you invest in yourself in new ways. And I feel like that's also helping you invest in whatever team project you're working on. You're bringing a new sense of, a new viewpoint to the party. If this is you, like, this is a side note, maybe some work that you're doing on yourself. Death at the bottom, it's a very transformative energy, okay? It's hugely transformative. Death and rebirth. It's like a shedding of an old skin. Again, shedding of an old skin. Maybe intense. It may be very intense. You may be physically going, like, it's like, even though we're talking about work and career, you're physically undergoing a huge transformation. So if you've just started at the gym, there's something that people think that's just exterior. But I think there's a whole level of learning that comes with it, especially if you're doing something like Marines, or like you're putting yourself through strenuous activities that people think it's just physical, but there's some other element to this where you're learning so much about how to expand your mindset, how to expand your... Okay, there's this thing that sometimes we can do when we're like about to sit in a lecture or go to a conference or just absorb a large amount of information. You can do it every day before you start work. When you focus your eyes ahead of you on one spot, you know, for a few minutes, just focus your eyes gently on that one spot. And then you start to take in, you start to absorb all the peripheral things in your vision up until like right around as far as you can reach, like over your shoulders, and start to take it all in. As you do that, and it's like a meditative practice as well, especially if you combine it with breath work. It's expanding your awareness. And when you do that in your brain, something unlocks to take in more information. So something is triggering you to open up to more, to believe, to hope. Strong hope coming through here. And there is a sense that that's going to set you on your destined path. It's going to add an element to you that people don't expect, that is actually going to bring like you into the, bring you more attention, bring you into the spotlight, into the starlight. It's going to be very fulfilling too. I think this is going to help you to find your tribe, your people, perhaps even like really set you on a path of wish fulfillment in every possible way. Joy, happiness, family, love in support in general. Your family might even be involved in this, especially if it's you guys going on this. It's almost like a competition or like a pilgrimage or a journey. It's explorative, but in some way it's helping you make money because it takes you to the edge of faith. Please tell me how this is resonating for you, because it's so interesting to me that this is coming up for Capricorn. So interesting. This might be so outside of your comfort zone, but this is... So it's like blueprinted intentional for your life right now. There's an independent energy that then spills over into family, joy, and happiness as well. So it's like making yourself independently happy. It ends up helping out everyone around you. You have 13 in courage. So strength in the sun, courage, Leo energy, card number 13. You've got Libra energy here of balance. You've got the dagger, which is the Knight of Swords or the Ace of Swords. It's truth. It's knowing. It's a breakthrough. If you've never experienced the joy of accomplishing more than you can imagine, plant a garden. That's what you're doing. You're planting a garden of in your mind's eye, in your imagination, and you're actually having the courage to water it and see where it can go. We see where it can expand to, and that's where you're going to find so much joy. You're like, oh my goodness. And it's time, right? The herb time. And I really feel like over time this is giving you luck. Lucky number 13 for some of you. Okay, card number 34, attraction and the pansy. There's divination and again, Libra energy coming through with this as well. In gardens, beauty is a byproduct. The main business is sex and death. Sex and death, okay? How things are made and die, how they become and how they can fail. And that's in gardens, beauty, right? Joy, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Joy, sun, positivity. Hope. It comes from, it's a byproduct of, all of this hope is a byproduct of the business of sex and death, the business of growing and learning and experiencing everything that happens in between, like conception to, you know, like regeneration, okay? Beautiful energy. This is giving you a whole new lease on life in terms of hope that gives you balance. It is just a repeated message over and over here for you. Can we get a motivation manifesto message for Capricorn in regards to this specific situation? Our greatest personal power, sacral chakra, is the ability to take over our impulses and direct our minds to choices and commitments that will serve us. Direct our minds to choices and commitments that will serve us instead of wasting our life force energy, okay, on things that are argumentative and aggressive and fire you up in all the wrong ways. Stressful, strong, like avoidant stress. I need to move my life away from stress. Strong, like corporate ladder vibes of like, oh, I need to start doing things differently. There's a softening to you, really, that feels like it's happening, and it's empowering you. And I think you're going to get a lot of like recognition for this, because it takes courage to do this in a world in which you operate in. Okay, we have, I do not need to have money to attract money. This feels like the cycle of life again. You do not have to have money to attract money, but you cannot feel poor and attract money. Yeah. And that's a sense of like nearly depleted. I need to walk away from the things that are depleting me, and it is shed this skin because it's weighing me down. The key is you have to find ways of improving the way you feel right from where you stand before things can begin to change. By softening your attention to the things that are going wrong, and by beginning to tell stories that lean more in the direction of what you want instead of in the direction of what is currently happening, your vibration will shift. Your point of attraction will shift, and you will get different results. This is definitely doing something different. I'm going to hold that there so that you can screenshot it if you need to read that for yourself, but it seems to perfectly summarize what is going on for you at the moment. Remember that time is fluid, so this could already be happening for you, or it could be happening, you know, towards the end of October. Can we get an affirmator here for Capricorn, please, for the month of October in career, finances, and craft? This is a message from the unicorns. Spontaneity. Lucky, happy-go-lucky. Let's just do it. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock new dimensions. Wow. In space, time, and after hours hangout. New dimensions. I've got chills. I feel like I'm going to burst into tears. Yes will lead you to experiences you didn't think possible and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. That is freaking hilarious. That's a pretty good chance your name is not Charlie. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Whatever you're about to do, take it all the way to the friggin' edge, Capricorn, because it's about to get so freaking good for you. Oh my God. Connection. What? I'm screaming. Okay. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Connection is everywhere, okay? Finding your soul people. And there's an auric energy to this as well. As like energetically, you're going to be attracting new people. That's the magician energy in you too. Don't forget that. Joy. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Personal joy plus everywhere else joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it will make it way better. Today, I'll add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today, I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy. And life's popcorn is about to get it. This is beautiful. That is joy. Jupiter, expansion, Neptune, dreams, having your dreams come true, stepping through the door as a new self, new awakening. This is a spiritual awakening, and it happens to expand your career and craft and your luck, your oh, things just seem to be working out for me right now. So what a journey, Capricorn. Please tell me what this is all about. What are you saying yes to? Because I freaking love it. This is, you say yes and the universe catches you and gives you so many yeses following, you know. I love it. I love it. If you'd like to book... If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. I'm joyful for you. I love you guys. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.